welcome back to my channel. Today is for a really quick ink swatching video because I received 4 more inks. As some of you might know, I'm writing a manuscript all in purple ink at the moment, and I couldn't resist picking up a few more shades. So 3 will be purplish, and 1 I bought because Cold Pens had a big sale on, and this particular color had been sold out for quite a while, and I finally managed to pick it up, and this is Rohrer Oster Copper. To swatch, I'm going to use my glass dip pen and the top of a 30 milliliter diamine bottle. I have some water, an ink rag, and a pipette. And because I'm going to do a 2-page swatch thing, and it's just a lot of ink. Yeah. I'm sorry, this is a glass pipette, so it will make a bit of noise. Just really going big. And this glass dip pen has a really thick nib, so at the moment I'm waiting for... I've ordered glass nibs that you can put into the Jinhao 82s. Because I have one Jinhao 82 that has a bit of a dodgy nib, overall I have been lucky, but this one is a bit not as great. So I want to refashion it as a glass dip pen. So, but this is what I'm still waiting for them. So this is Rohrer Oster Copper. And let's do the other Rohrer Oster ink that I have, Sydney Lavender, on the right next to it. Do I find the pipette? Yes, here it is. I especially chose this one because it has a red thing on top, so I thought I might not lose it as much as they usually do, but apparently futile. What's really interesting is when I clean out the pipette, there's some green in the water, and this is a really dark, oh, this is going to be very big, almost grey purple. Certainly I have it in a fine nib at the moment, and then it turns out more grey, but it flows very well. So this is Sydney. You can even feel it in the glass dip pen. That's coming off the nib really well. I really like this color. And the next purple is from, I think they're my favorite ink company at the moment, from Rohrer Klingner, the famous Solferino. And this is just a very bright and cheerful I think they describe it as mauve. But it's, yeah, it's very punchy, and sometimes this is just, especially if I have quite a few purples that are more grey leaning, I need something that is a bit more, that can hold its own against those colors. And Solferino definitely is one color that seems to be made to do that. I think I saw it first on Grace's of Widely Matchable channel, and so I'm going to Rohrer Klingner, then Solferino. Switch up a bit. This, I already have used it, I think, in a gin with a fine nib, but quite a generous fine, and that was great fun. This is just a fun ink, and sometimes that's all you need. And the last one is a bit more sophisticated. This is Schneider Lilac, and it's quite light. I'm trying to think how, like, which pen would be best for it. And it comes in a really cute little 15 milliliter bottle. But yeah, it's way more desaturated, but very beautiful. And I have an elastic fine Yovo nib on one of my pens, so I think that might be the one I'm using it with. So that's Schneider Lilac. Very nice. Okay, I'm going to let those dry and then come back to you. Okay, I think if I wait until City Lavender has dried, it's going to be the next day, so I'm going to start on these. So yeah, I just love the copper. I think that's such a wonderful color, especially with sort of the darker sort of haloing around in the writing. I haven't had this in the pen yet, but really looking forward to it. Sydney Lavender, wonderful, as I knew it would be. But you can see on the other side where it bleeds through, it has this greenish, difficult word, greenish tinge that is coming out in the water too. So that's really interesting. So yeah, it's like a really dark, lovely purple. Solferino has like a tiny bit of green sheen developing, but it's usually not coming out in the writing. It has a bit of shading, but it's not a very shady ink. It's just, I love it for its punchiness, really. And Schneider Lilac, just a lovely soft ink. If it had like more chromo shading going on, I would say it reminded me of one of the Kitty Ink pot inks, but because of the more haloing, I really hope that I can make this work in my elastic fine Jovo nib that is very, very juicy. So these are my 4 new inks. I'm really hoping I can restrain myself from buying more inks for the moment. This is one of the reasons I want to start my ink catalog, just to make myself sort of realize how much I have and how many lovely shades. I might try and get more into ink samples next. I found a few sellers from the UK. Some of them are on Etsy, but some of them are also selling from a website that actually sell ink samples, because otherwise I find it really difficult not to get something that is already pre-curated. So yeah, that's probably where I'm going to go next. Just I have too much ink otherwise already. And I hope you will join me when I start my swatching all my purples, swatching all my browns adventure. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you soon.